My prediction is that you guys will love this OTF knife. Absolutely love it. This might be one of those videos, dudes, where you pause it and you order it while they're in stock. I suspect you guys will have at least 3 in your cart, maybe more. While you're at it, you might want to pick up another Lightning. Yeah, because this is a variation of a Lightning that I'm reviewing. Not this one. This is a full-size Lightning in that very cool, very hard to find yellow, actually. Nice wear and tear on it. Boba Fett level of wear and tear. Thank you very much. Oh my goodness, I love this knife so much. So fun. I love Lightnings. I even have a special edition that I've come out with, you guys know. And I've signed some of y'all's. I'm going to make you a deal at the end of this video if I remember, by the way. Speaking of signing. For donors. Sorry, you got to be a donor. Got to be a donor. Okay, here's the knife. It's called the Fireball. It's a double action, tiny, tiny, tiny OTF. Get ready to fall in love. Look how cute that is. Oh my gosh. That is so precious. This one's signed by myself. Thank you. It is tiny. It is a smaller version, of course, from this regular Lightning right here. Very small. And for you folks that do not live in free states which allow automatic knives, I feel sorry for you. It's time to move. Yeah, it's time to move. Bring your red state politics with you wherever you go, by the way, because blue politics want to outlaw all of this stuff continually. The protectionists hate this stuff. Rant complete. That was a short one, actually. One thing I like that they're doing on this Fireball is they're actually finally putting some branding on the clip. Focus camera, focus. There you go. So Lightning Fireball, that's really cool. The handle set is the same as a full-size Lightning, just shrunk. Just shrunk. Let's measure it. Okay, and I got a caliper for a change. I'm prepared. Cool. We're going to do it in inches. So width-wise, about a 1/2 inch. And then this dimension right here should be about 1 inch, I think. Yeah, 1 inch. The blade itself is 1.9 inches. And the steel is S90V. Yeah, I'm kidding. No, it's probably AUS8, something like that. It's the same steel that Lightnings have always used. It's kind of a softer steel, but it's totally adequate, and man, does it sharpen well. Look at this edge I put on this one. And this is after using it. So this is a user knife, obviously. Glistening in the sunlight, the Nut and Fancy edge on his knives. Oh my gosh. How do you do that, Nut and Fancy? How? Please tell me your secret. What's your Jedi trick to get that? My Jedi trick is an Edge Pro Apex. That's it. Link below. Buy it from Blade HQ. You guys should have an EPA by now. I've been ranting about how awesome they are for about 14 years. They're amazing. And these knives will sharpen the same way. This is a very cool Tanto version. I kind of like it in the Fireball. But it has a flat right here for your EPA, so you can rest it and get that consistent angle on it. Now, as of now, when I looked on the website at Grindworks, and my links will take you to Grindworks, a great website that provides automatic knives at a low price, the value knives. They had black, they had sage green, they had two-tone variations. They had a sage green two-tone variation of the Tanto blade. I think the Fireball will be so tremendously successful. No one's told me this, I'm just predicting. I think you're going to see it come out in different colors. If our clown world stays intact, you know what I'm saying? If the economy does not totally tank. Because right now when I'm filming this, things are just really weird. Really weird in the world. With Biden in, everything has gone to shit. Gas, where I buy it from, is $5 a gallon. Sometimes shelves are barren of bare necessities. Baby formula, for instance, cannot be found. I'll leave it at that. You know what's going on. So my point in saying this is I don't know what the future holds, but if we can have an economy that's functioning, where you don't have to be bartering and using your silver you've stashed up, hopefully you don't have to do that. They're going to come out with different colors. I like to see purple, red, TNP blue, this color right here on the table, and hot lime green, which they have done in the full-size Lightning. And I know the Lightning folks who make this will listen. They're really good. They worked with me on my special edition. They're great dudes. Love them. And I went through Grindworks to do that, so thank you to them. So look at the speed on this Fireball. Again, this is just something you will play with and annoy people with constantly. Constantly. And there are some states, I think, that a small automatic blade like this is legal, where a full-size one like this is not. I think. I don't know all the legalities. I think all that is retarded. I don't think auto knives should be illegal at all. They're no different than a zip tie deploying dagger knives Sting. Congratulations to anyone who bought this, by the way. Congratulations. What a great knife. Long gone. Especially long gone because of the boycott and embargo on all things Russian. This is a Russian knife. You'll never see these again. Your Sting just went up in value 50%, dudes. 50%. You can just tag on to your Sting. Says nothing fancy because there will be no more because of the politics, speaking of which, in this nation. All right, so that's this version right here. Very, very fun. They have, of course, a very preferred clip blade version. Look at that, dudes. So this is in satin finished, hollow ground, I suspect Os-8 or whatever the heck it is. Really nice. So it's offset due to in order to make room for the double action OTF mechanism. Double action, of course, is you don't have to pull a lever back to load it. It just comes in and out. So you need a spring set in there, a double spring set that does that. You can see I put my now clear skateboard tape on the side, so it will have some traction to come out of pocket. This one, a polished clip, and the clips on these work really well. They're strong. They have loosened on me over time with my hard use. I just tighten them up and probably throw a dab of blue Loctite on them. Lightning Fireball. This is a cool color right here. And then I have one more to show you. By the way, have you ordered it yet? I hope you do. I'm going to post this review this week sometime. I have a lot of content I'm trying to push through. It always goes to the Patreon service first. So you should subscribe to Patreon. I don't have any tier levels. Just throw, I don't know, $1 at each creation, which are my videos. I never charge more than $6. Sometimes I just charge $5. Now other guys are putting like $3 a creation, $5 a creation, which of course makes me happier because I like making money for my hard work. You betcha. Yeah, just like you, I like making money. Yeah, but think about it, and they're going to get first crack at all the colors, and then about, I don't know, whenever I can, I'll release it to the general TMP audience. Thank you to them as well for watching the show. This one is in the black handle set. This is cast aluminum, of course. Here's one of those two-tone blades I was talking about. Look at that. Oh my goodness, that is so good looking. Really cool. This might be my favorite one so far. I like this one. Really fun. Now, interestingly, my Lightnings and now my Fireballs, I don't really lube them that much. Occasionally, I'll wipe them down with rim oil. This one is probably 6 years old, and they just work. They just work. There is one real downside to knives like this, and you guys will never guess what it is. You'll never guess what it is. The downside is if I bring another OTF knife to the table, you guys are so used to these $30 Fireballs, right? $30 Fireballs that you'll go, oh, well, that's way too expensive at $100. A good example is the Cobra Tech, homaging the Microtech Scarab at about 125 bucks. Some guys are saying that was too expensive. I'm like, excuse me? Excuse me? This is D2, by the way. This is a great knife. This is a not Scarab, I'm sorry. It looks like a Scarab. This is a double action OTF knife, Cobra Tech. Cobra Tech. Ultralight is this version. Some are heavy, but it has a glass breaker, really strong tip. I'm saying it's homaging the Microtech Scarab. It really, in some ways, is not. Their handles are completely different. The blade shape, similar, I guess. D2 steel, so an upgraded steel. If you're in the Salt Lake or Utah Valley area in Utah, drop by Gunny's, the Great American Gun Store, and he has a selection of Cobra Techs. that you ought to look at, and his prices are insane. Make sure you tell one of the managers of the store, not just a worker bee, the managers, either Wyatt or Ron, the manager, that Nut and Fancy sent you to buy your Cobra Techs, and no paperwork required. Even if you're out of state, they don't ask for any identification. Look at that, dudes. Oh my gosh, it's an out the front extravaganza. Makes me so happy. That is actually polymer gray tape. That's actually meant for decking. That's how I got that. We'll leave that on the table. That's pretty cool. And then, do you guys remember this? This all sold out. But I was talking about colors of this knife, the Fireball, and what they're going to come out with. This is what they need to come out with. This is an Ace Extreme 3 1/4 inch blade. This is definitely AUS-8, 4 ounces. I reviewed it, and it was $100 when I reviewed it. And guys are like, well, I'm not paying that. And I'm like, hello? That's a good deal, man, for a double action OTF. That's the collectability. This is from a completely different company, Ace Extreme. They also did the F16, which I might have a link to below. I think this one's all sold out. So sad. Look at how cool that clip is, man. That looks like a bayonet. That actually looks like a Glock field knife, doesn't it? That presentation, that clip right there, does. Man, I got all these freaking threads coming off my Yao Sang Pung, whatever they are, tactical gloves. I'll put a link below. These are like my favorite tactical gloves. And yes, all this stuff is made in China. If you have a U.S. production of this, you can quadruple, maybe even more of the price. And by the way, they're not available. Well, you'll basically be paying scare prices for a Microtech, and I love Microtech. But what's a Microtech Scarab going for if you can find it? The size I like, $450, I would ballpark, something like that. And it's not going to the Chinese government. It's going to people who live in China under that awful government. And they're just trying to put food in their mouths. So these are just Chinese people doing the best they can. Here's the red, white, and blue. Actually, it's gray, blue, and red Cobra Tech Ultralight. I have reviewed these already. I don't know if I broke that review out to the general TMP audience yet. I was hoping to find a sourcing for it before I did. Again, Gunny's has them, and if I can find one that will carry it, I will. This is great. Look at that. $80 is what I paid for that? Holy crap, that's a cool knife. I'm just going to sit here and play with this knife for a while. So fun. I love that handle set. It is probably one of my all-time favorite OTF colorations. This one, this gray, blue, and red subdued US version. So cool. D2 steel. But the star of the show is this very affordable Fireball. So affordable, in fact, I looked on their website and it was on sale for, I'm not going to say a price, but it was way less than $30, their normal selling price. I am going to tweet it out, and people who pay attention to my tweets will score. And I hope you get it for that price. And again, you're going to get at least 3. The deal I was going to mention is if you are a donor to the Nut and Fancy project, you can contact me through the donation service, and you have to ship them to me and then also provide a prepaid label going back to you, maybe about 10 ounces extra, so I can throw in some free goodies to you, and then I'll sign them for you. It'll look just like this, and this is for donors only. Donors only. I'll sign your knives, and I've done it many, many times, guys like that, and I try to put in some goodies once again. Thank you so much. And it may take me a while to get to that message. Just be patient, because I have a lot going on, a lot of content, all 3 phases of production, and it's just insane. The life I live is insane. It's amazing I do any videos at all. I'm so freaking busy. So great job, Lightning. And you might want to throw a regular Lightning in your cart too at the same time, because they are still fantabulous. And I almost didn't forget, here's the TMP Lightning. This one's still in package, dude. So in that powder blue is what they did. I have signed more than a few of these for you guys. Look at this. This is a Nut and Fancy TMP Lightning. Like I said, they worked with me. Thank you so much. This is in 2019. There's that two-tone I said I liked. Look, I did it on my special edition. Yeah, this is such a fun knife. All right, all right. Fun KRV. Only 15 minutes? Wow. Wow, that's really, really too short. But we talked about a lot of fun stuff. And my watch, of course, is a BV 1080. Still Citizen solar powered watch. Hopefully you can find these. Over now.